Hello, my friends, and happy Friday. I just wanted to talk to you quickly about this month's Vibrant Mom theme. Now, every single month in the Vibrant Mom community, we have a different theme, and the whole idea is that as we approach a brand new month, we want to get re-energized, refocused, and just re-inspired to continue to improve our lives just one little baby step at a time. But sometimes you just need to start fresh, right? And so this month, we're gonna start fresh with a very interesting theme. We're gonna call it the Mindfulness Month. Now, mindfulness, as I've mentioned before, it's not just about doing meditation and deep breathing and all of that kind of stuff. Instead, mindfulness is really just a matter of becoming aware of something in your life. And so we're going to use mindfulness this month to improve specific areas of our life, no matter what area of your life you want to improve. Now, I just kind of want to give you a little 3-step process or idea around mindfulness, just in case you're still like, what are you even talking about, Vanessa? Okay, is there any area of your life, first of all, that you want to improve? Chances are you're going to say yes. Okay, so think of whatever it is in your life that you want to improve right now. And the first step in order to start to create change in your life is to just simply slow down. And this is something that we have a lot of trouble with in our lives because we're just so busy. We're so inundated with technology and communication and emails and videos and our lives and all these different busy schedules that we have, right? Well, you gotta just slow down. And you can't slow down everywhere in your life at once. So wherever it is that you really want to make the biggest change right now, this month, choose in that area to just take a step back. Slow down. The second step is to recognize. And so this is the thing that we normally don't do because we're moving so fast, right? And in order to really slow down and recognize what you're doing in this area of your life, and I'm going to give you some very specific examples in a second, is to track, to write something down in that area. And the reason why we don't write things down very often and kind of keep track of what we're doing is because we're so busy. We never slow down. And that's why I need you to just slow down for a second and give yourself this little space of time where you can sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and really think clearly for a moment. What am I doing in this area of my life? What am I currently doing with myself in this area of my life? And how do I really want to improve it? And what do I really need to change? You have to ask yourself those personal questions in order to really create change in your life. And so the last step, the third step, is to accept it instead of run from it. Because I think that this is where we often get ourselves into trouble too, is where we start to recognize what we're doing in certain area of our lives where we want to change, and we make it mean something to us. We attach a meaning that says, I am such a screw up, or I'm not doing good enough, or I'll never be enough. And then that just forces us out the door and makes us just want to hide from ourselves rather than to take action to change it. And so that acceptance step and the third step I gave you, that's usually the hardest one to do, and it takes a lot of internal work in order to gain that acceptance of yourself and what you're doing right now. But once you can truly accept where you are right now, it makes it so much easier to make a change. And so I want to give you some examples. If you really want to make a change in your diet, let's say you know that your diet habits aren't very good, just start writing down what you're currently eating. How do you know where you even need to make a change unless you actually pay close attention to what you're eating in the first place? You might not know what needs to change until you do that. If you need to make some changes in your fitness level, if you want to get stronger, if you want to get faster or not get so out of breath whenever you go up the stairs, well, start recording what you're doing in your activity level. So record the workouts, record how much weight you can lift, record how many times you've gone up and down the stairs today, record how far you walked and for how long, or if it was at a fast pace. Jot some notes down about how you felt when you went up the stairs, if you were out of breath, or if maybe today you felt a little bit better. That is the most inspiring and motivating thing, to actually see the progress that you're making. Okay, so another example, if you want to improve your faith, I know a few people in my life, me personally, I want to improve my faith. Write some things down in a prayer journal. I have a couple of different prayer journals where I actually record very specific prayers that I write down, and it deepens my faith like you would not believe. If you want to improve your mental health, then just have like a journal itself that you can just write down whatever thoughts are going through your head. The best way to control your thoughts is to first bring them to your awareness. And whenever you bring them out of your consciousness and bring them into the physical space by writing them down, they become so much more real, and you are able to really just kind of filter through them and understand them a lot better. If you are having trouble getting focused and you really want to just work on your time management or your focus or organization in life, well, just start tracking your time. Make some notes on how you have spent your time. How long did you spend on social media today? How long did you spend watching television today? And I bet you're going to start making changes and ways that you can focus your time a little bit better once you're aware of what you're already doing with it. Okay, and then finally, if you want to work on your relationships, then write down a couple of things whenever you have a conversation with somebody. And what you'll realize is that you'll remember these little things from your conversations when you actually write them down, and then you can bring up something, or you can check in with a friend and say oh, how is your niece doing, if they told you about their niece that was having a challenge last week. Well, you're not going to remember those things if you don't write them down, right? So in order to make progress in life, we have to slow down. What is that area of your life that you need to improve on? Slow down and take the time to jot a few things down, and don't beat yourself up. Okay, you have to accept whatever that thing is. All right, so I gave you those 3 steps on how you can be mindful, and it's all about writing them down. So I have a little flash challenge for you, and we're actually going to do this next week. So what I want you to do is, for one single day out of the week, I just want you to track your calories. Okay, you can use a tool like MyFitnessPal. You can just use a pen and paper, or whatever tool you would like to use to keep track of your food. Because chances are you're one of those people out there that really want to improve their diet. I hope you are, because I feel like we can all make improvements on our diet, me included. And so what I want you to do is just write it down, keep track of your calories for one day. And for your challenge, this is the challenge part really, is what I want you to share. I want you to either email me back, or comment below this video, or post in the Vibrant Mom community and share, what did you learn? Okay, I don't want to know what your calories actually are, because for some people that's a little bit embarrassing. I don't want you to have to post anything that you really don't feel comfortable with. However, I do want to know, what did you learn? Did you realize that you were eating way too many of those mixed nuts that you thought were super healthy for you, and you really had so many more calories? Did you realize that I eat way too many carbs and I didn't even recognize that until I wrote it down? What did you learn? Okay, so this is going to be an amazing learning experience for you, and just a super simple challenge, because all I want you to do is record for one day, okay? And then share with me what you learned. I hope you do this flash challenge with me, all right? And I will talk to you very, very soon. See ya.